Here's to love, here's to glory. Welcome to the podcast hosted by Mr.
Purvanchori.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let me just buckle up first. Okay. Back to the talk. Would you like to introduce yourself to girls first?
So for girls, I'm Gagan.
And for boys?
Also Gagan.
And for LGBTQ plus? What's your occupation, Mr. Gagan?
So at the moment, I'm working as a IT support officer at Gap Solutions.
Okay.
And at the same time, I'm also saving people's lives. I pick up calls at 000.
Okay, so I'll tell you something. As your product manager, I got a lot of questions to know about you. The audience wants to know about you. So now we know about your occupation.
Let's go.
Let's get to know about your journey so far in Aussie land.
Let's go.
Why did you plan to come to Australia?
Honestly, I wanted to get away from my relatives. They are very nosy people, very, very nosy. They just want to know everything, and all they do is comment about my negativity. Like, bro, I know I'm fat.
बुआ का phone आ रहा है.
Look,
Okay.
guys, I know I'm fat.
So tell me about the first day when you came to Australia and versus today. You have accomplished so much. You have completed your bachelor's degree. You have recently called your parents. You have your own car now. And then you are working as an IT professional. Earlier you were just a high school student who was not focused on studies.
Bro, uni student.
When you were in India.
Yeah.
So let's compare your first day in Aussie land versus today.
So my first day was very underwhelming, to be very honest. My first day was when I came to Australia. I was 17, and because I was living with this family, I was living in a homestay. So they came to pick me up, and we went to the house, and he showed me around his house. I had to sign the lease agreement and all with him just for 2 weeks, but he still made me do some paperwork. And then he took me to my uni so I could enroll, because I was like already running very late.
Yeah.
And my classes were supposed to be starting in 2 days, and I didn't do my enrollment and all. So that was pretty much it. And then he took me to the city. I had to sign up for like my SIM and my bank account and all. So he helped me do that. I think that was really great that he helped me do all those things. Versus if there was no one to help me out for those things, I don't know how I would have done that. And compared to today, I'm just sitting with a very retarded host, Mr. Purvanchori, and recording this podcast. Cheers to Mr. Purvanchori again.
Yeah, so what's the biggest trade-off you can think of while you move to Australia?
Biggest what?
Trade-off. The thing
What does that mean?
which you regret leaving back in India apart from your family and friends?
Honestly speaking, I don't regret at all coming to Australia. I wanted to do my higher studies somewhere out of India, because like I told you, I didn't want to live in India just because there were a lot of nosy people around, and there was a lot of doubt that people had in their mind regarding my capabilities to do things, which to be honest, I am a very, very angry person. I may not come off as a guy who can get very angry, but I'm a very short-tempered human.
I know that.
He knows that.
You should move with him if you want.
No. And I think we should start the podcast now. Pretty much everyone already knows about me. But just give a brief recap about yourself.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. But tell everyone, including me, something that no one knows about.
Something that no one knows about me. I think a lot of people.
Not any kind of secret or something, but something which we should know about you.
Bro, I think what everyone should know about me, that I am a very great writer.
Yeah. And single.
Bro, everyone knows that.
Also.
Everyone, literally everyone knows that. On the planet Earth, everyone knows that. I was thinking we can talk about Indian students working in this disability field. how they don't learn anything and they just had to sit around there and like literally just
Watch reels.
watch reels, watch
Netflix,
YouTube, make food for
do laundry.
do laundry
Their
for
laundry.
them, do their laundry, get beaten up from them, and in return they actually are learning literally nothing.
Do you think
They do earn good money though.
Yeah,
They do earn good
that's
money.
what my question was.
But-
is the money justified?
I think the money is justified, but also depends on the person who's doing that job. Like if they are trying to push themselves in their personal life, as in skills and all,
Yeah.
because you are acquiring like zero skills working at that job,
Yeah.
and if you are not working on any skill or something out of your work, then I think you are just wasting your life. I would say it is a good job if you wanna do that job only when you are a student, and if you are just seeking money.
How many
You
new
want to,
people are
like-
there in your podcast? As in, like those who have arrived in Australia, let's say 6
Mhm.
months ago.
Yeah,
How many are there
in your podcast. What do you mean?
in your watchers list?
I think only 2 or 3 of them are from India. All of them are in Australia only.
Okay, since a long time, right?
Yeah.
Because if any of your friend would like to come to Australia, this is what I have learned in 5 years,
Okay.
that you should not chase for short-term money gains, because
Please elaborate.
you can see both of us,
Mm-hmm.
not both of us, almost every student. We come here, let's say I arrived in Australia today. What I'll do is I'll find some shit jobs. Though those are called shit jobs, even though they are not, because we are able to afford our lifestyle. We have to pay our bills, contribute in our fees as well, and
Mhm.
rent is across the roof these days.
Facts.
So those are called shit jobs because they don't require any professional skills. They just
True.
require your manual labor. This is what I did. I chased for shit jobs, and when my degree got over, I didn't have an actual professional job.
Mm-hmm.
But if I would have worked on my portfolio, on my resume, and even though worked part time, like you worked at Telstra, you still work at Telstra, like you should, because that is better than working at a restaurant,
True.
because that builds up your profile. If you go today with, like if we both apply for a job,
Yeah.
even though you are 000 analyst at Telstra,
No, 000 customer service.
whatever,
operator, basically.
000 water analyst at Telstra. By the way, if you don't know, water analyst is a term coined by Mr. Purvanchori for those who serve water in offices, like in India. So if you are, let's say 000 whatever in Telstra, and I am a food chef at Walk in a Box, random example, who would be preferred? Obviously you,
Yeah.
because even though
because let me tell you, because I have corporate experience. I have experience working in like corporate jobs. You get to know a lot of different things that you won't learn in working as a chef or like a food operator or whatever. You won't learn all those things working at these retail jobs. But honestly, I believe retail jobs has their own, what do you call, strengths working there. They have own strengths, as in you get to know how to work in teams, and you get to know how to collaborate with people which you don't want to. As in, like there were a lot of retarded kids who used to work in Walk in a Box, and I used to hate working with them.
are they
But-
in India right now?
No, not
Oh,
in India.
okay.
No, I'm talking about working at Walk in a Box.
Yeah, that's what I
They-
wanted
they're
to
still-
know.
no, not.
Does their name start with an S
It ends with a M.
or A?
No, I'm not talking about that guy.
Okay. Oh, just ignore, skip, cut it. Yeah, carry on.
Yeah, so we are here, by the way.
We are at our favorite destination, by the way. It's called Orcos Lookout.
Show them.
Hold on, I'll just grab the phone. Oh my gosh. See the beautiful view.
Normal तरीके से बात कर लो.
There you can see Adelaide City, Adelaide CBD, everything. And now back to the talk. Back to the podcast with the podcaster. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was saying that you can learn
Yeah.
teamwork and you can learn how to talk to customers and everyone. Like you get to know a lot of things.
But yes, everything has its own positive and negatives. Like what I learned from these walk in a box kind of jobs is that, you know, in India we don't treat them properly. I've even done Uber Eats. I've even done delivery, cleaning, and everything. Would you sit with a cleaner in India in your car? No, which is a fact.
Facts.
But we learn that.
But here we don't discriminate. That's the good thing about
Yeah.
Australia.
Yeah, we value human life rather than the profession. Because at the end, everyone is sleeping with their family and, you know, earning bread.
Yeah, some of them are sleeping with their clients too.
Cheers, Mike. How did you discover this place?
I have to introduce that character to tell you how did I discover.
Okay.
He's in the lineup.
Oh,
Probably after 2-3 podcasts I'll introduce him.
give
And then we'll
give
see.
us a spoiler.
Spoiler.
Don't tell his name, not his profession, but his trait.
Let me just think of a good scenario. Hold up. So I went to watch a movie and there were like around 100. No, how many people in a movie hall?
Let's
Just say 100 people were sitting in a movie hall, and I was walking inside the movie hall and I saw that there was someone spilled a drink on the floor, and I could easily guess that who was the person among those 100. He's that kind of guy.
Okay, I have a similar example.
Please
Not
give,
sure if
please.
that's the same guy,
Please
but there,
enlighten our viewers.
you know, there was a party at my place. There were 15 random strangers there.
Random people.
Random people like friends and friends
Crazy.
of friends, and, you know, a lot of people. 15 people in a small 2-bedroom house. And we broke, and someone broke the only chandelier, you know, the hanging piece of art where all the bulbs.
Chandelier, yeah, people
Chandelier,
know, bro,
yeah.
they are educated. Apart
Oh.
from one of the viewers.
I know that. But yeah, someone broke the chandelier. So out of 15 random people, you know who broke the chandelier?
That guy.
That guy who had the name on the top in the house lease. That one who had the biggest room. And the proud almost owner. I'm not sure if you're talking about the same guy, but is it that kind of guy?
Same guy, bro. Same.
Oh, same guy. Achhuj.
I was gonna say that let's end our podcast.
Why?
That's enough. For Instagram, bro. Instagram, we
Oh.
won't be able to upload a lot.
Yeah, correct. We should upload it in, you know,
Parts.
not parts, but skip out the silences.
Hmm.
Put the main.
We'll edit it out. Easy, guys.
All right.
Till
I hope you get to know your podcaster now, and if you're lucky enough, you'll be featured in the podcast soon.
yeah.
I want I'm his manager director now, and I want him to podcast with every single one of you who's watching us. Inshallah.
That's untrue. Inshallah.
Inshallah, the boys played well.
Boys played well, guys. See you.
Yeah.